So in what ways does being a former quarterback help you as a wide receiver?
I believe it helped me in every way. When it comes to reading coverages that I have to do at quarterback, it makes it easier as a receiver because I know the open holes in the zone. I know exactly what the quarterback looking for. Sometimes it hurt me a little bit because I might not run around full speed because I know it's no chance I'm getting this ball, which is probably not a good thing, but I kind of can see things before they happen, being in that quarterback room. Also how I learn plays. Usually most receiver, they learn a position, but for me, I like to learn concepts because of my quarterback background, and it helps me play different positions. So now I can play every receiver position instead of limiting myself to one.
Now, last year at practice, you went up against 3 NFL defensive backs. You had Devin Witherspoon, who first-round pick. You had Quan back there, and you had Sidney. So how did having those guys on the other side help you develop as a player?
It helped me tremendously. Most definitely when you think about last season, going against, so like Quan, I went against him every day, every second during the spring, went against Spoon a little bit, went against Sid about one time. But going against them guys every day, it made the season easy. So I'm going against them. We battling back and forth. It was a struggle. So once the season came, it was easy. And once that happened, I knew them guys were special because when I got to the season, it was just so much easier against other DBs. And that's when I knew, I'm like, yeah, these guys special. But I feel like it helped me tremendously. Having to be more creative when it comes to my route running. You can't just do something simple with them guys because they're gonna break on it. Interception, pick six. So it just made me be more creative, study the game more, study receivers, how they get open against NFL type talent and NFL players. I really studied the game more just to create a little bit of separation against them guys.
What's the most important job for a captain?
For a captain, the most important job is to be able to lead yourself and others. So, and I think that's like that alpha male. That's like an alpha male to me. A guy who can control himself, but also can control others. So you gotta get yourself going, but also you gotta get everybody else going. And I think that's the main job as a leader, just to be that alpha male, like who everybody look to when things going wrong. Like you that guy that like, okay, let's get it going. Are you the guys that get everybody going? You know exactly what get people going too. Like, and that's one thing we did as a team. We found out everybody why. So now you use their why to motivate them. When stuff get tough, bro, like come on. Your mom, like you doing this for your mom, remember that, like let's go. And I feel like that's the most important thing as a leader.
Now you talked about concepts earlier. What's your favorite route concept?
Favorite route concept? Vertical.
No, you just want to go.
I want to go. But one thing I liked last year a lot that helped me was mesh. Like running mesh concept and catching the ball on the run, being able to make somebody miss and go score. That was probably one of my most favorite concepts last year, but anything down the field, like. But I feel like one thing that I haven't got a chance to show a lot that I'm really good at is intermediate route running when it comes to things like curls, digs, breaking my weight and changing directions. I also like stuff like that, but yeah, my favorite, I would say verticals.
Bucket list thing to do when someone visits your campus?
If you're a guy or girl that like to party, I say Red Lion, like a little bar, Red Lion. Look, he over there laughing. I would say a food spot. If you like Mexican food, this is food place called Las Palmas. Real good Mexican food.
What's your favorite thing on the menu there?
I get the quesadilla, fajita quesadilla. Got the little cheese sauce on the top. Yeah, fajita quesadilla. They also got some good chips and salsa. And then I'm trying to think. It ain't much to do. It's the people that make that environment. Or you gotta I'll say visit the quad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, visit the quad. And them the three. Yeah, visit.
What's the best class you've ever taken?
I say I took this cooking class in high school. It helped me a lot. Like it was very beneficial. Like looking now that I'm not with my parents no more, like being by myself, I took cooking class in high school that I use a lot to this day.
What's a school tradition that you love?
I say singing alma mater, like after we win a home game. Yeah, I love after we win a home game. I love doing that. Singing.
When you walk onto campus, you feel blank.
I feel at home.
Why do you feel at home?
I always say this to my teammates and stuff. Like, this became home. Like, when I go home now to St. Louis, Missouri, like, it don't feel like home no more to me. Like, this feel like home. And I think it's just the people that I done built connections with, people, the places. I'm just, like, familiar with it. Like, it feel like home now.
What are the traditions during homecoming week?
Homecoming. Of course, you got all the alumni coming back, so it's always great to, meet different alumni, talk to a different alumni. Also, like, win. The football game, you want to win. So then after the football game, it's even better. You got, like, parties and stuff after the game. But them, like, the main traditions that I partake in every year on the game. And then after the game, if we win, it's always a good time.
What about traditions during rivalry week?
One thing we always talk about doing, right, it's just a trophy. We make a big emphasis, like, we want to win that trophy. That's, like, the biggest thing. Like, we got to take that trophy home.
Game day, what's your favorite part?
Favorite part? Oh, like, before the game or during the game, or it don't really.
Any part of game day?
The actual game, like, playing, that's the favorite part. Was definitely, like, running out, like, right before the game, we on the field, you see all the fans. That's probably, like, my favorite part. Running out the tunnel, seeing the fans, they cheering, the smoke. That's probably my favorite.
All right, so quarterback throws it up. It's either a toe tap in the end zone or a one-handed catch. Which would you be more excited about?
One-hand catch.
One-handed catch.
For sure. One-hand catch for sure. Yeah.
Little razzle-dazzle.
Little razzle-dazzle, yeah. Put on a show.
Best uniform in the Big Ten?
The best uniform in the Big Ten is the new University of Illinois uniforms.
Favorite school to beat in the Big Ten?
My favorite school to beat in the Big Ten has to be Ohio State. Just being, like, most people say they're the top dog. They these past few years they don't won the most. So, like, beating them would be. I always want to beat the big dogs.
The Illabuck Trophy.
Yep.
Worst visiting locker room in the Big Ten?
Worst visiting locker room has to be Iowa. With the pink little locker rooms, it calms you down. Yeah, that's probably the worst locker room for sure.
Wildest student section in the Big Ten that's not your own?
Wildest student section would be Iowa.
Best opponent fight song?
I don't know any. Is there any good ones? I know none. Yeah, I don't know any.
All right. Best athletes from your school all time. Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
Best athlete of my school all time, I would have to go with Simeon Rice. I would go with Juice Williams. Rashad Mendenhall. I'm going to go Chase Brown.
Okay. All right. Couldn't get a little Howard Griffith in there?
Oh, yeah. He going to get on me. He going to get on me for that
one.
Yeah,
he is.
He going to get on me for that one. He going to get on me for that one. Oh, man.
Weirdest rivalry trophy in the conference?
I know none but ours. I would say, I don't know. I only know ours.
Most frustrating opposing player to face in the conference?
Most frustrating opposing player would have to be the Iowa defensive ends. Because, like, we a team that like the jet sweep and fake the jet sweep, and they defensive ends, they still hit you. And that's probably the most annoying. It's not a particular player, but they scheme when you fake the jet sweep or you get the jet sweep and them ends come straight for you. Yeah, that's the most annoying.
Most likely Big Ten player to be drafted in the first round next year?
Most likely Big Ten player to be drafted in the first round would be Jerzon Newton.
Johnny Newton. Yeah, he's going to be a good one. Best thing about playing in the Big Ten?
The best thing about playing in the Big Ten is the competition. Every week, you're getting a talented team coming in. Every single week, like, it's some dogs you play against. You're playing against some first-round talent every single week, and I say that's the best feeling. And when USC and UCLA come, it'll be even better because now you get to go to the West Coast. They get to come here. And also, with the Big Ten, it's also diverse teams. Like, you getting these different style of offenses that make it even better, different style of defenses. Like, it's making it way better.